Topic 6, Assessment Practice. Number 1. Mr. Dodd filled the gas tank on his lawnmower with 3 8/10 gallons of gas. He mowed his yard 10 times on the same tank of gas. He used the same amount of gas each time. How much gas did he use each time? Write an equation to show your work. Explain how the decimal point moves. Number 2. Kimberly scored a total of 35 8/100 points in 4 events for her gymnastic competition. If she scored the same number of points in each event, how many points did she score in each? Write an equation to show your work. Number 3. Choose the correct quotient for each expression. Use number sense and estimation to help. 21 6/10 divided by 1 8/10, 10 23/100 divided by 55 hundredths, 78 75 divided by 3 5/10, 29 67 hundredths divided by 4 6/10. Quotients 22 5/10, 12, 6 45 hundredths, 18 6/10. 4. What is the value of the missing exponent in the equation? 80 5/10 divided by 10 to the what power equals 805 thousandths. A 1, B 2, C 3, D 4. 5. The chef at a restaurant bought 37 pounds of salad for $46.25. How much did she pay for each pound of salad? A. 125 thousandths of a dollar. B. $1.25. C. $1.30. D. $12.50. 6. Kathleen spent $231 on concert tickets for herself and 11 friends. Each ticket cost the same amount. A. Estimate the cost of each ticket. Write an equation to show your work. B. Find the exact cost of each ticket. Compare your answer to the estimate and check for reasonableness. Again, B says, find the exact cost of each ticket. Compare your answer to your estimate to check for reasonableness. 7. Select all of the following equations that are true when 12 5/10 is used. Use number sense to help. Blank divided by 10 equals 1 25 hundredths. Blank divided by 1 equals 1 25 hundredths. Blank divided by 1 equals 12 5/10. Blank divided by 100 equals 1 25 hundredths. Blank divided by 100 equals 125 thousandths. 8. Which division problem does the model test made represent? A. 1 35 hundredths divided by 3 equals 45 hundredths. B. 1 35 hundredths divided by 3 equals 54 hundredths. C. 1 62 hundredths divided by 3 equals 45 hundredths. D. 1 62 hundredths divided by 3 equals 54 hundredths. 3. If 8 ounces of canned pumpkin has 82 calories, how many calories are in 1 ounce? Use your answer to find how many calories are in 6 ounces of pumpkin. 10. Use the equation 1 6/10 divided by n equals 16 thousandths. A. What value of n makes the equation true? Write your answer using an exponent. B. Explain how you know your answer is correct. Eileen bought 8 roses for $45.50. Which is the best way to estimate the cost of 1 rose? $48 divided by 8 equals $6. Ooh, okay. Let's see. We're going to start this one over. Number 11. Number 11. Eileen bought 8 roses for $45.50. Which is the best way to estimate the cost of 1 rose? A. $45 divided by 5 equals $9. B. $48 divided by 8 equals $6. C. $45 divided by 10 equals 45 cents. D. $40 divided by 8 equals 50 cents. 12. Toby's faucet dripped a total of 1 92/100 liters of water in 24 hours. The faucet dripped the same amount each hour. A. Estimate how many liters his faucet dripped each hour. Write an equation to model your work. B. Find the exact amount of water that dripped each hour. C. Compare your estimate to your answer. Is your answer reasonable? Explain. (13) Choose the correct quotient for each expression. 7/800 divided by 10, 7,080 divided by 10 to the power of 3, 70 8/10 divided by 10 to the second power, 780 divided by 10 to the third power. And the quotients are 708 thousandths, 7 800ths, 78 thousandths, 78 hundredths. 14. Diego is making a large mural. He draws a hexagon with a perimeter of 10 5/10 meters. Each side of the hexagon is the same length. A. How many meters long is each side of Diego's hexagon? Write an equation to model your work. B. The total cost of the supplies to paint the mural is $38.70. Diego and 9 friends divide the cost equally. How much does each person pay? 15. Select all of the following equations that are true when 40 3/10 is used. Use number sense to help. Blank divided by 10 to the first equals 403. Blank divided by 10 to the second equals 403 thousandths. Blank divided by 10th to the 0 power equals 40 3/10. Blank divided by 10 to the power of 3 equals 4 3/100. Blank divided by 10 to the power of 2 equals 4 3/100. 16. Lou's Diner spent $12.80 on 8 pounds of potatoes. What was the cost of 1 pound of potatoes? What would be the total cost if the cost per pound remained the same and the diner bought 7 pounds? Show your work. 17. How many quarters are there in $30? Solve the equation 30 divided by 25 hundredths to help you. A. 12 quarters. B. 20 quarters. C. 120 quarters. D. 200 quarters. 18. When solving 6 1/10 divided by 10 to the power of 2, how is the decimal point moved? A. 1 place to the right. B. 1 place to the left. C. 2 places to the right. D, 2 places to the left. 19. A group of 5 friends let me start that one over. Number 19. A group of 5 friends bought a bag of grapes to share equally. If the bag of grapes weigh 11 25 pounds, how much is each person's share? How many friends could share the grapes if each person's share was 1 25 pounds? Write an equation to model your work. When dividing 560 9/10 by 100, how should the decimal point be moved? 21. June says that there should be a decimal point in the quotient below after the 4. Is she correct? Use number sense to explain your answer. 43 94 divided by 5 2/10 equals 845. 22. 3 coworkers decided to buy fruit to share at lunchtime. Antonio spent $1.47 on bananas. Laura spent $2.88 on apples. Suzanne spent $2.85 on oranges. A. Complete the bar diagram to find out how much they spent in all on fruit. Total cost: bananas, apples, oranges. B. They evenly divided the cost of the 3 types of fruit. How much did each person pay? Complete the bar diagram to help you. Total cost: 3 people. Cost for each person. C. If Laura bought 2 1/10 pounds of apples, is the price per pound of apples greater than or less than $1? How can you tell?